All right, Hive, what's going on? It's another random reaction to the Cookie Boy, the Cookie Wheel himself, Dubs V. I guess he has another channel, Dub SMB. I don't know. 9 days ago. Look at this prison reality, California prison politics, a cold life. Oh man. What is this? I don't know which one I should watch. This is the one I'm used to, so we're going to go to View channel and see what this fucking 24 years in California prison, my first day out. Oh shit, it was a year ago. Oh, look at this. Look at this homoerotic scene that's going on right now. Look at this shit. Why would he use AI to make this guy all buff and shit, dude? What the fuck? Oh my goodness. The king of prison content. Dude, that guy, he's a registered sex offender. He raped somebody, or not somebody, he raped a woman. Or I heard it was a minor. I can't really remember. But either way, he raped somebody, which is awful. And he's also like a dope fiend. And he just got rich off snitching his whole fucking crew, his whole clan or whatever. I don't know. Either way, he is not the king of prison content. He's the king of snitches, just like you want to be, Dubs. But why would you make this video like this, or the thumbnail? And it says versus like a Street Fighter. Like, what the fuck, dude? This guy's living in some kind of weird fantasy. Bear with me, folks. This is gonna be probably a long one. Oh no, he doesn't make long ass videos like his boyfriend Skittles, so we're gonna go down. I know I could go to oldest, but I just want to see how much content this fucking loser has. 10 months. We'll go back up once and stop. Another California inmate murdered. Let's talk about it. Or rapper Tony Buns arrested? Pelican Bay inmate. Oh my goodness, dude. Prison liars. Oh, hell yeah. There we go.
I'm tired of politics.
Or no.
What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video.
I rep the West to the death for my life. I've shed blood, shed tears.
What the fuck? When did this happen? I haven't watched this motherfucker in so fucking long. Okay, let's check it out, I guess.
Man, I stormed bad weather. I caught an L at 19. That's a cold ass letter, but now I'm back in the water trying to make it better forever. They counted me out.
Let's pause. Moment of silence for the old Johnny Ratas. Fuck, there ain't no silence for this fucking punk.
At a young age, but now I'm living proof. I'm in this booth, I'm spitting truth. You see me on the tube. The Dub Show, homies bounce
The Dub Show.
The Dub Show.
Today when I was...
The fuck? Okay. I just wanted to pause on the crease. You know, we gotta start it off with the crease. You know what I'm saying?
thinking about what I wanted to talk about.
Taco?
Something that stuck in my mind was a live that was sent to me last night. I watched a little bit of it last night, and then I watched some of it this morning. And I'm not going to say the individual's name.
Why not, you pussy? You fucking ratted on a bunch of names. What's the difference between a fucking content creator? What's that all about, dude?
It's somebody that supposedly did, a decade in prison.
Wow.
And the vast majority of his time was out of state, right?
Uh-oh.
And
damn,
what he had to...
What's up with him taking forever? with his sentences. Like, why would you pause after every word?
Say just made me think of a lot of people on YouTube that, right? I'm gonna take that back. Some of the people on YouTube
Take it
that
back.
they sensationalize prison
What the fuck, dude? This is already giving me a headache.
through stuff by saying stuff.
What the fuck did he just say?
Lies prison through stuff by saying stuff that anyone that has been incarcerated within the California Department of Corrections knows
What
is
the
straight
fuck?
up lies.
Yes, like you. Talk about it,
And
Dubs.
I
Or should I say
and I
Joker?
trip out because these are individuals that try to portray themselves as confident men, self-assured men, strong-minded men, and yet they're telling lies
Just like
that,
you.
again, anyone who's done time in the California Department of Corrections knows.
Why does he
And
have
that's
to
some
say
bullshit
the whole fucking acronym? Why can't you just say CDCR, you fucking weirdo?
right there. I'm stuck in the prison genre.
He's stuck
I've
in the
never
prison
considered
genre.
myself-
He's stuck in the prison genre. No, you're stuck to this webcam that you're talking into in that PS5 you got back there, that nice little monitor. If I was your neighbor, I'd fucking break in your window and jack that.
A prison channel. And a lot of people for a long time have always said, well, that's all you talk about is prison. Well, I talk
Yeah.
about my life experiences. And I try to provide examples.
it.
I try to
Stop
provide
it.
glimpses into
Glimpses. Fucking
my life
outta
experiences so
here.
that other people
No.
won't want to fall in that same pattern of living.
Crease.
Get caught up in that lifestyle,
Style.
right?
Right.
So, I've said if I would have stayed on the streets and became a carpenter and started a channel, my channel would be about that.
What?
Unfortunately, I started going to
Wait
jail.
a minute. If you would have stayed in the streets, YouTube would have never existed until like what, 2007, 6? So then you would have just waited all that time as a carpenter to make your channel? And then what?
At 13. By 15, I was doing state time in the California Youth Authority.
Uh-oh.
Right? I have never told a story about my prison experience where I've had to add salsa to the tacos.
Oh, you fucking liar. See, he talks a good one. Well, he don't talk a good one. He thinks he does. I mean, like, you can just tell by the way he talks. He's just a fucking idiot. Takes forever to get what he's trying to say. He's like constantly thinking of his next word instead of it just letting coming out naturally. And, so let's see what he has to say.
Story is the story. Never told a story about my prison experience where I've had to add salsa to the tacos. The story is the story.
All right. Next time you say taco, motherfucker, say it again. But just like Gummer, this guy is not Mexican. He wishes he was Mexican. He wants to be Mexican. He portrays himself as a Mexican, but he is not Mexican. He might be like Gummer, another 15%, 10%, maybe 25, maybe 25. I'll give the crease an extra 10% just because it's a fucking crease. But the rest of his fucking body, his blood is not Mexican. So he needs to stop it with this shit. That's why you're getting exposed more than you already have been, right? So, the extra salsa on your tacos is the ones from Taco Bell, because you ain't Mexican, you fucker.
I tell what I'm comfortable telling, right? I can only tell the stories within my comfort zone.
What the fuck? What
But
you
when I hear
snitching?
people like,
What you
look, I'm gonna
snitching?
give one of the examples. This individual who claims to have done all this time said that he's seen.
See, what's up with this light shade? You know, he doesn't want to talk about the person he's talking about. But yet, here we are talking about him, right? Johnny Ratas? You don't want to name the person you're making a video about. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? That's some light shade, pussy boy shit. Motherfucker.
Dudes get hit, and when they're getting stabbed, they got stabbed so many times that they threw themselves on the barbed wire.
You've been in a car accident
Wow.
20.
Okay, first of all, what was that gonna do? If somebody threw themselves on some barbed wire, how does that make?
Wait. How do you throw yourself on some barbed wire? Isn't the barbed wire at the top of the fence? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I've never been to prison, so I don't know. But when I think of barbed wire on a prison yard or whatever, I always think about it's the spiral shit that's on top of the chain link fence. So how are you going to throw yourself on top of that unless you're on the roof or you're falling from the sky, jumping out a helicopter? Like, you have to climb up. Well, I might be wrong. I don't know.
What's happening to you better? That's the first thing, right? Second of all, anybody that's been on a prison yard in California, can you please tell me where the barbed wire is?
Oh shit! He just answered.
Like, can
Oh,
somebody
shit.
tell me where
That's
on
crazy.
the yard is the barbed wire that somebody would be able to throw themselves into?
Get to the damn point.
Barbed wire doesn't even exist in the CDC. Razor wire does, but I'm sure that's what he meant, right? That's on top of the fences. And then on the perimeter, they have like layers of it.
Okay. So I don't know where this shit's going. He just answered my question because, like, he didn't say what the person is really talking about. All he said is that somebody got stabbed so many times that they threw themselves on the barbed wire. But yet, he's talking about somebody that wasn't in California prison, and he doesn't want to name drop the person. So he's got us all lost of where this story begins and where this story ends.
You can't get to that. So where does that happen? But they tell these stories, man, and you know, I don't know if it's to scare people or to impress people that, damn, this dude's really been through some stuff. I don't know. I can't wrap my head around
You do the same shit.
adding salsa to your tacos like that.
You
Like,
do the same shit, you fucking weirdo.
it's
How
literally
can you
a joke.
sit there with your crease lying to the people,
I
wishing you were Mexican?
Today I was gonna go back to, you know, telling a prison story, and like I said, I
fucking
just
slow.
can't get out of my head these guys that get on YouTube and just blatantly lie
That's
about
what you fucking do.
how they.
Hold up. This is some weird shit. How is he talking? Prison liar. See, it should say prison liar. Oh shit, my bad. It should say prison liar, which is you, Dubs V. All right, let's check this out.
Time in prison. And what trips me out is the guys that do it, these men, they have a story, man.
What the fuck, dude?
I know that the guys that do this, they were never on level 4s.
Oh shit!
And it
Here
seems
we
like
go.
it's like a complex they have. that
No,
because
you got the
they did
complex. Dude, this guy's talking about himself. This is wild. Yeah, man, some self-reflection is good. You know? Let it out. Let it out, Rata. You know, you want to talk about an anonymous YouTuber that you watched. But we all know you're talking about yourself, dude. You're not fooling anyone anymore. Okay? See that? That's what you are now. That is what you are now.
go to a level 4 yard, they have to add a whole bunch of other stuff. The vast majority of people in the California Department of Corrections
There he
don't go
goes
to
again.
level 4.
Why not?
That's a bigger story. They've
Talk
heard about
about
the
it.
level 4s enough.
Talk about it.
So if these guys would just tell the truth,
Oh, shit.
be genuine with their story and their incarceration and
wild.
how they were.
This is wild. This is perfect. This is a perfect reaction video on the crease that I randomly picked, went through his content just to find something to react to, and lo and behold, Prison Liars, aka Johnny Ratas.
able to, become better men and get out and do whatever they do out here. That's a better story and a bigger story than lying about.
What the fuck?
And can I just say one other thing before?
He stopped himself in his own tracks after he said lying, right? And then he goes, "Can I just say one more thing? Like, no one's interrupting you. You're telling us a story, which I'm starting to believe, which is a fake story, just to let you vent about your fucking rata ways, your cookie wheels and taffies, Prison Liars, Johnny Ratas."
Right, go. It's always the guys that got sent out of state, Arizona and Mississippi and all this stuff. They tell these stories when all of us that were busted in California know if you were putting in any work, you don't get rewarded and go out of state and get to play Xbox and do all that stuff. You stay here. And if you're over there and you're fucking up, you get sent right back over here. You don't get moved to another out of state and get another Xbox and PlayStation and all that. It's always these guys that did their out of state time. Because for those of you that don't know.
All right. I'm gonna have to be objective here because he doesn't know what out of state time is. So for him to speak on it, like he knows, like he has some kind of in-depth knowledge of going to another state to do prison time under a California crime, or I don't know how that works. I mean, I heard it's like private prisons that accept inmates because there's an overflow, and so they have to send them somewhere else and whatnot, and this and that. So either way, he's never been through it, so why talk about it? And on top of that, why talk about it through an anonymous content creator that puts extra tapatio on his tacos?
About 15 years ago, the CDC was so overpopulated. I think they had over 130,000 inmates. What they did because
He's all reading right now.
because
He's
of
reading
lawsuits that
Google.
were filed,
You see that? He's all reading his fucking phone. He's all reading Google right there. Pay attention.
populated.
Like the eyes go
I think
down.
they had over 130,000 inmates.
You think? Let me check. Oh,
What
the
they
phone
did
says
because-
it. Oh, yep, they did.
Because of lawsuits that were filed due to overcrowding and cruel and unusual punishment and a bunch of stuff, the CDC started transferring a lot of
He
their
keeps on
inmates
reading.
to
He
private
keeps on
prisons.
reading his phone. We're gonna
The
look at that again.
overcrowding and cruel and
Pay
unusual
attention.
punishment and a bunch
Here
of
it
stuff.
comes.
The
Right here. The eyes never lie.
CDC started transferring a lot of
Yep,
their
there it goes.
inmates to private prisons out of state. I know they had
Mhm.
Oklahoma, Mississippi, and Arizona. I think those are the 3 states that they were sending people to.
You think, or you Googled it?
And they were trying to do that in order to keep as many inmates rather than release.
All right. I don't know where the fuck this story's going. It's 8 minutes in. It's 9:55 long. He still hasn't said a whole lot of nothing. Well, he has said a whole lot of nothing. But he's talking about prison liars. Okay. Something that he knows very damn well what it's like to be a prison liar. Okay. The filters on his face is crazy. The crease keeps on creasing. That PS5 is looking like his life now.
People, let people go, people that were non-violent. They didn't want to do that. But the federal court stepped in and said, the courts basically said, I know about all these people you're sending out of state. Cease and desist immediately.
This fool's a fucking idiot.
The feds are taking over.
You're a fucking
That scared
idiot,
the CDC.
dude.
You know why?
Why? Tell me.
If the feds take over the California Department of Corrections, COs don't get paid what they get paid now.
Uh-oh.
Federal COs
How do you
don't
know
get paid
that?
what.
How do you know that? That sounds like some insider snitch knowledge. Some insider, I don't know.
California
I don't
COs
know.
get paid. That would have dropped immediately.
How does he know
And a
all
whole
this?
bunch of other stuff would have changed. They actually might have been audited. And then the fun would have really began. But anyways, that's my video for the day, man. I know I'm going to probably have to do another one, but it was just on my mind. It's something that trips me out. Why do people think they got to change their story in order?
Yes. Answer your own question there, Crease. Why do you got to keep on changing your story? Huh? Show the
seem
paperwork.
tougher,
Show
or in
the
order to
paperwork.
seem like
Show
their
the paperwork.
experience was just as rough as a level 4. Fuck, you don't need to be on a level 4. Prison is bad enough, man. It's my video for the day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody,
Fuck
please
no.
be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man.
What a
I'm outta
fucking
here.
idiot. What a fucking goofball, dude.
Normally
You
with
see
a
this
nonstick
shit?
pan, you would not be able.
You see this shit? Oh, man. I just can't with that fool, man. I swear. Hit gone wrong. So, that wasn't as tough as a Skittles one, because that shit was way too long and it took forever. This guy, he's just hard to watch because it's pausing and thinking of shit to say, and then he contradicts himself, and he's, fuck. All right.